And good morning, everyone. Welcome back to NeelyFX. My name is Michael Neely, and this is the channel where I talk about foreign exchange trading, prop firm trading, building expert advisors for the MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5 platforms, and just in general becoming a better trader. And in becoming a better trader, I find stuff that I've learned and then share it with you. One of the things that I just discovered that I'll be sharing with you today is something I find very fascinating. It's like GitHub for expert advisor development that they've arranged for at MQL5. So I'm very, very excited about that. I'm very looking forward to uploading some new EAs and getting some stuff working on it, so I can have a more direct workflow that goes straight into the MetaTrader 5 editor. So with that, we can expect a lot more EAs coming out soon as I can speed up the workflow on that. But with that, I also got to plug in my computer because my laptop batteries get low. Okay, there we go. Got that done too. Okay, so now let's go ahead and, since we're talking about trading Forex, first this is it's Sunday, July the 12th, 2026. It's time for our weekly review. And if you hear some chirping in the background, Henry, the Forex trading parakeet, is going nuts this morning. And not really a whole lot we can do to shut him up, but it's her up. She lays eggs. So please bear with me on that. Let's see. With that, we can go straight into, I guess we can go straight into, what are we talking about? Since we're talking about trading Forex, there are risks in trading Forex. You can lose money, and you definitely will lose money if you've traded Forex for the first time. And this is what those risks look like. They look something like this. This channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute trading or financial advice. I'm a professional trader, not a broker, trading my own capital. I do not solicit funds, manage client accounts, nor do I hold CFTC or NFA registration at this time. I have held NFA registration in the past. Now, Forex trading is highly speculative with a high risk of losing some or all of your investment capital. Only trade with funds you can comfortably afford to lose. And here's the CFTC risk disclosure. Forex trading carries a high degree of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. The high degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. Before trading Forex, consider your investment objectives, experience, and risk appetite. You could sustain a loss of some or all of your investment capital. I closed the door to the office and Henry's looking for me. But at any rate, let's first go into something I just discovered today. I just saw this at MQL5 and thought, hey, what is this? This looks interesting. So it looks like it got kicked off on April the 19th of 2026, so it's fairly new. Show what I'm talking about. MQL Forge right here. This is similar to GitHub. I don't think I'm logged into GitHub, but what I can do is show you my GitHub profile. pub.com/Michael Neely 77. That's my GitHub name, and let's see if it updated so it's showing. Yeah, look at all that. Look at all that work I've been doing on tradingforexforprofit.com. Some spaces in here from where we were testing out some of the things, mainly working on EAs, but now we can change that. I've done almost 1,200 contributions in the last year, and that number's going to increase because I'm going to be working on it tomorrow too. Used to be with Neely Media Solutions, but that company is gone, so that's not in existence anymore. I need to change that. But this is my GitHub profile. That's a picture of me, what I really look like. And then here's a picture of, well, I don't have a picture over here yet, but I will soon. Probably use that goofy photo right there if I can find a way to put a beard on it. That'd be great. But at any rate, that's what we're going to be. If you want to watch my expert advisor development, then forge.mql5.io. We'll be setting that up maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, who knows when. But shortly we'll be working on that. And with that, let's go ahead and talk more about me. Since we're talking about expert advisors, we've got two of them on the on here right now. Go back up to here. News. I should put a little news block in here. Stay tuned for my new uploading my work to Forge. But I'll have some things in there that are public, and the EAs will still be private, especially the ones for sale, unless you've got a one that doesn't work at all. And then we'll put that up there as public to show that, yes, I do work on that, and see what happens from there. But at any rate, this is the MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5 versions of the Bollinger Band and RSI Mean Reversion Pro. You click on one of them right there. You can see that they're available for $97. You can buy the whole kit and caboodle, or you can do a free download and check it out. See which one, see what you like about it. See if it can work on a tighter time frame. What I've got it working on the best on so far is a 4-hour time frame with 3 majors, with the dollar versus the euro versus the dollar, the Swissy, dollar versus the Swissy, and one more. I'd have to look up under here. I do have the settings in here. Oh, yeah, the pound versus the dollar is the 3 that we have. This one working the best on. That's for the MetaTrader 4 version, and then MetaTrader 5 version. I actually have the settings in here, so you can play with it and figure out what works best. But that's MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5. Go back to me, I guess. Back. And there's the MetaTrader 5 version right there. I've got 2 different logos on there, so they're different because I had AI create them for me. Because it's much faster than anything I can do on Photoshop. So we have that. My thumbnail, however, is not created with AI. It's created in Photoshop because I got tired of AI messing that up. But at any rate, we have the there's the 2 expert advisors. We'll have more expert advisors coming out soon as I get a chance to work on them more often. Enough about that. Let's talk more about me. We have the tradingforex.com website here. This is my website that I have put this much work on this year, right there. And then you can also see that I've actually been working on 98 repositories. Can you believe that? 98 repositories before AI pulled the plug on my business. But anyway, that's my story. I just kind of got tired of it too. But anyway, tradingforexforprofit.com. This is something that's near and dear to my heart. This is where we figure out how to trade better. And it's supposed to be very, very instructional. I'm going to log in with a free email account and show you what the free version gets, because this is what you get if you're free. You log in. Your name does not have to be Jim Rogers. It can be completely different. My name is also not Jim Rogers. But you can come into your account, and the first thing that you'll have to do, you'll have to, you don't have any trading account. So you're going to start with your first trading account. Let's log out and go into this a little bit more with the other one. And this is what you would get if you've already logged in and you've already started some accounts. You've got your accounts right here. Did I need to delete that one? No, I can't delete accounts. How about that? So we have add your first account here. That's not necessarily true. Add your next account here. Should have it if you already have an account. I need to change that. So on your first account, it says first, and if you've already got an account in there, then it says next. But here we have the accounts. You can load your accounts there, account activity. You can check out your statement and come over here. If you're MetaTrader 4 account, MetaTrader 5 live account, and if it's had a deposit, a withdrawal, payout, whatever your statement may say. A swap, which is what happens when you go for 5 o'clock. And if you're bullish on the dollar versus the yen, then you get paid a little bit of money. And if you're bearish on the dollar versus the yen, you get charged a little bit of money. Here's where you can set up your risks, risk appetite right here for whatever you'd like to work on. What else? So you can set up your risk for each trade. If you want to do a 3% risk, you can change that to 2% because it's too much. Or you just want to go completely crazy and go with a 50% trade, and that's not what they would want. It's going to tell you, let's come over here, and it's going to show you that it's a 50 pip stop loss. We'll try 10%. There we go. And it's going to update to there. I guess if you go too much, it's not going to let you. 13 is a more realistic number on that. Say 50%. Is it going to give me that? Nope. Oh, it's going to recommend 0.6 lots. 25%. So if you go over this high impact advisory, let's go down to here to off, turn the high risk advisory off, and there you're going to see that it's because it helps you keep from placing stupid trades, like going in here and saying, oh, I'm going to risk $190 on this trade on a $700 account. That's not going to work. So if you put your advisory mode back on to hard lot trading, it's not going to calculate that for you. It's going to say, no, this is completely stupid. Don't do it. However, if you want to risk 3% of your account on that, it will say, why, yes, please. Let's hear, well, hard locking, no. Okay, soft risk is where you're going to do that. And then it's going to say, your adjusted risk is going to be $11.42 on a $700 account, then that would work out better for you. This pretty much built this for retail traders, considering I am a retail trader. And have been for a long time. But at any rate, let's go ahead and go to the journal. You can update your journal here. We're not able to log in directly to it yet, but I'm going to be working on that soon to have a plugin that will go straight into MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5. Not sure what that looks like yet, but it's still on the wish list. Import and close trades. Here's how you can import your trades with either MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5, and I'll put out a video or something showing how to build the CSV sheets, the common separated value sheet, so you can upload it. So that might be something you want to do. Let's go on over here. Blue thing. There we go. It's better. Don't look behind the curtain. It's got a blue curtains behind it. Navy blue curtains, that is. So we have the you can upload it with manual CSV or convert your MetaTrader close transactions into a CSV and MetaTrader deals into a CSV and upload it that way. That's the way I recommend it. Don't remember if we have it set for XLS or not, but it's CSV is what I recommend. Which is one change of something from a you can convert anything from an XLS to CSV. If you're familiar with those formats, here we are. We have the account command bar. You can see how what's going on. As of this, it says I'm losing $692. That's not true. That's changed since I'm started making money, if you can believe it or not. Strategies. Add your strategies in here, whether you're going to use a Bollinger Band mean reversion strategy like the plugin I'm using on my live and live MetaTrader 4 MetaTrader 5 accounts. So that could be something neat. Have news right here. Economic calendar, pairs, settings, and also the pricing. You can start for free, because when I first logged in, it said start for free. So this is the place where you can start for free. It's best for learning the workflow and learning how to use the advisory tools. Well, you don't get advisory tools on the free one, I'm sorry. You do get the advisory system on the pro one. That's where you can actually have you can trade as stupidly as you want to for free, but for pro, we can help you not place stupid trades. I see a lot of the, especially the Vietnamese traders on some of the things just go nuts and end up trading a bunch of, oh, that's something else I want to show you. Trade a bunch of, I have to look that up. You know, just ridiculous risk reward ratios, like 50 to 1 or something like that. And it's sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they blow out. Where was I? Oh yeah, here. And then the premium, you can come over here and check out the premium tools, premium advice, not advice, premium macro commentary is what we call it. Macro commentary, which is a better thing to talk about. So we have that for $39 per month. It's well worth your time. Give it a shot. And then I'm going to come over here and show you some other things too. So I have to look up my password though. Over here, don't look. There it is. So we're going to, Google has changed some things so you can't just log in anymore with this. They've started blocking external password managers, and I use an external password manager because external password managers are cool. At least they works. It just populated straight into Google, but now the Google wants all your passwords, which I'm not keen on at all. I do not want Google to have all my passwords. I do not trust Google that much. This is my current dashboard. Go ahead and see what's going on here with my latest trading account, prop firm trading account. Now, the concept behind prop firm trading, I know somebody put out a video today, is to find out just what's really going on with prop firm trading and how do they help the trader. They're not there to help the trader. They're here to fleece traders of money. They create impossible trading scenarios that you can never win, and then you just keep signing up again. For example, I got one profitable trade here for 169, and then another profitable trade here for 164. The markets work like that. They're behind every trading platform, and some guy saying, get their money. And that's something that we have to compete against every day. So that's also half the fun of trading is coming out and getting some winning trades going and getting a payout. And that's really the ultimate goal. I'm in stage 1 of this. There's a two-stage thing on this. I have passed the 2-stage on one account, the 1 stage, and then blew it on the 2nd stage. So it is possible to blow your account, blow your prop firm trading account. But right now I'm up $4.65, which is a far cry better than what I've done in the past. This also has a very shallow downturn of I think 4%. I lose more than 4% on this account and it's done. So I can't lose more than $400. And I know that's kind of in the back of my head, but that's something that I need to keep an eye on too. So with that, let's go ahead and get into the charts for the weekly look ahead and see what's going on. Oh, wait a minute. First, let's look at come back to this is the public information here. Back to Market Pulse. We don't need to check out Market Pulse because the markets are closed. I'm going to look at it quickly, though, just to show it as a feature. Market Pulse, it's a strong risk on as the Friday close with the Canadian dollar on top, which is very strange. And the Swissy underneath and the yen very, very weak because it stopped trading around 8 o'clock in the morning. The BOJ stopped trading at around 8 o'clock in the morning. So we'll see what happens with that. It's last updated 10 o'clock. Okay, so it does have some changes to it. The calendar right here. See what's going on this week in the calendar. Tuesday, July the 14th. It's a French bank holiday because it's Bastille Day, and it's also the France is playing Spain. So that's another reason to have a French bank holiday. But it is a very big holiday in France. It's indicated with their current Independence Day, even though they've been a country for a long, long time. Bank of England, Governor Bailey speaks. We have CPI for the United States. Ooh, core CPI coming out for the United States. That's going to be a big day on Monday. Monday? Oh, Tuesday. And then Fairman DeWarsh is going to testify. He's been in the job for a month. He should be able. They're going to ask him why he hasn't fixed the economy to their liking yet. Congress, that is. Producer price index and core PPI coming out next. BOC is going to make a rate statement. That's going to be they're expecting to hold. BOC monetary report. Nobody really cares. And again, there. BOC press conference on Tuesday. A lot of stuff going on Tuesday. How about that? Oh, that's Wednesday. Never mind. Wednesday, we've got that going on. Thursday, we have GDP for Great Britain coming out month to month. See how that holds up. And then core retail sales for the United States. Philly Fed Manufacturing Index. Lots of information coming out. And the nothing burger called unemployment claims. That's for that to go up is would be disastrous for the American economy because there's so many people that have second gigs and stuff like that now. Let's see. Here we have the Friday, July 17th. We have the preliminary University of Michigan consumer sentiment. I prefer conference board, but U of M seems to have taken over that as far as importance goes. Let's see. It's a forecast of a happy one. It's over 50 and price inflation expectations previous was 4.6%. I'd love to see that come down. But we don't know what they're going to say, so we'll see what happens. So with that, now that we've talked about the economic calendar looking forward to this week, let's talk about Bitcoin. Ooh, look at that. Chart's a mess. Let's see. So here we have Bitcoin. Bitcoin made some small gains this week. Not really a whole lot to really go nuts about, but it's also very much on this trend here. I might want to draw a line right there. Draw a trend line from here. Well, we'll just go there since we don't have a close area yet. We'll go there and see what happens. And see if that trend line holds up. So that's something to keep an eye on, see if it's going to bounce back up into here and then come back down, because I don't really see a whole lot of things going on for Bitcoin. That's a really old statement right there. Dipped to about 99.5 and then rebounded to above 102. I'm looking at 63 on that, so I don't know what that key fact is all about. I don't think that doesn't make any sense at all. I'm not into Bitcoin anyway. That's just for you guys that might be into Bitcoin. It's showing a lot of downward pressure, as you see by the RSI thing right here. Why did this change? Wow. Oh, there we go. The histogram right there is finally going nuts. MACD Instagram, which is one of my favorites. It's still showing strong selling pressure, so I would not get into Bitcoin right now. Oh, well, enough of that. I would not get into Bitcoin anyway because I don't like its fundamentals. Right here we have the dollar versus the 10-year bond yield right here, 4.5%. Not a happy spot for American consumers. We'll like to see that coming down a lot more. The real estate market will not be on fire. Then let's look at the Japanese 10-year. Big pullback of the Japanese 10-year. It was raging and then decided to pull back. So I'm not sure what that means right now. It's a big loss in the on that on Friday. It's a big pullback on the 10-year bond on Friday. So a lot of money went into the government. On Friday, the yield went down. Now that's how bonds work. Euro versus the dollar. If I'm wrong, please correct me. Because I'd love to get that fixed so I can trade better. 14.14, 114.14 for the euro versus the dollar. Not oh, whoops, I missed a couple. Euro versus the pound, down. Pound is still beating up on the euro, so to speak. Not really found a bottom yet. That could be all the way down here. So the euro may have some way to go. France is playing Spain, so it's not going to affect the euro that much. But at any rate, we have the British pound going down. So the World Cup theory is if England beats Argentina and makes it to the final to play the winner of France and Spain, then who knows? The Great British pound may still go down. Yes, they take soccer that seriously. Well, football. We call it soccer. DXY is right there. Coming off a little bit. Not really a whole lot of direction this week. But it's holding support right there at 100.8. Could be another key support level forming. As a matter of fact, I think that is a key support level forming. Looking back to here, and then back again to here, what rebounded to above the 100.8 level. So that could be a new support level building. Matter of fact, that's 99.8. We'll leave that alone. Not going to draw a new line there. Euro versus the dollar. Hugging at that 114 level really hard. That might be a good time to come into that. Probably not, but could be. Pound versus the, if you're trading macro, a macro style, where you're looking at the big trends like I do, then that might be a time to come in. You trade a lot less and you don't have to freak out as much. But at the same time, it's, I say freak out lightly. You don't have to be concerned about the trade 100% of the time. You can have a day job and trade if you do that. So that's how I'd recommend coming in as a trader. I used to scalp. I flipped my account 3 times scalping, and that wore me out. I just burned out after 9 months of that. Pound versus the dollar right there. That is 134. 134 almost spot. 134.01 could be hitting a new support level there, as indicated right here by these two. 133.75 could be the new support level for the pound versus the dollar. Well, first we're going to see some dollar weakness, and we haven't had that lately. Dollar versus the Swissy seems to be capped at 80 just under 81. Might be some chance for that to break out or something. Dollar versus the yen right here, 161.72. Big pullback again on On Friday also, the yen pairs, with the bond yields going down, the yen pairs came off, and there it seems to be capped at it seems to be capped at 161.72. We'll see if that turns into a turnaround point for the dollar versus the yen, pound versus the yen. This is one of my favorites, the dragon, as it were. 216.69 is where it is. That might be a good solid buy point again. Come in purchasing again. We'll see on tonight when the markets open. Euro versus the yen right here. I wouldn't touch that. That's just not fun at all. What did I just do there? Did not mean to do that. Dollar versus euro versus the yen is not something I'd play with right now because of the significant euro weakness. It kind of matches the Japanese yen weakness, and therefore you get a flat line like that. So I would not get into that at all. CAD versus the yen. Again, the Canadian is just a little bit too weak right now, and the oil market really isn't playing that much of a role in this. There's not a whole lot of correlation between the price of crude oil and the Canadian versus the yen, so I'm not sure how I would do that. I would not trade that one either. Crude oil, look at that. Bouncy, bouncy, fun. 71.41 after the increased bombings in Iran. We had a great big true value gap forming there. I'm also testing that as an EA2. See how that works. I'm also just trying to understand the strategy too. It doesn't make any sense to me. But at any rate, and I've heard that from other traders that have been in the markets for a while. It's a true value gap in ICT doesn't make any sense. So I'm kind of trying to wrap my mind around it too to see if I can adopt it as a profitable trading strategy. And macro, I've heard that it works, and they seem to be hovering on the Nasdaq and the S&P 500 on those, but those are smaller, much smaller markets than Forex. Crude oil 71.41. Might see it come down a little bit more if we dominate the Straits of Hormuz. That seems to be the pivoting point for oil. If the United States takes over the Straits of Hormuz, which we definitely have the power to do that. Maybe not the legal authority, but we definitely have the military authority. And to the victors belong the spoils. There's that too. Dollar versus the CAD. We have 141.56. Coming off of the 142 mark. Might be a good time to get underneath that, but again, we're gonna have to see some Canadian dollar strength on that, and some US dollar weakness. We just have not seen dollar weakness there. Past couple of weeks, according to the Aussie, we've had some dollar weakness. It's finally above over 69.53. That might be a time to come back in again. I don't know. It seems to be range bound between these numbers. So 69 is the low end of the range. So it might be time for it to come in on the macro range. Let's look at precious metals now. We have 41.20 for the close on gold. Still loving that 4,000 mark. It is not coming off 4,000 to save anything. 40.89. We'll call that 39.86 to 40.89, a big resistance range that's formed. We'll see if that continues. Platinum 16.29. Again, doesn't look like it's buckling either. Palladium. I'll look at that chart again. Something weird right there. Almost 3 dojis in a row at the same price level. So platinum's not going anywhere. It's very range bound. Palladium 12.76 again. Not going through the roof or anything. Silver just under 60 an ounce. Might be a good time to to buy some more silver. In my opinion, it's always a good time to buy silver, except up here. I don't think I'd buy it at 120. You know, I think the most expensive I've bought lately has been from the US Mint, and I paid 173 per ounce. Because the coins are absolutely incredible. They're celebrating our 250th year anniversary as a country since the Declaration of Independence, which is, we then had to spill a lot of blood to get the independence, but you know, hey. Let's see, here we have the IGV, the software sector. American software sector is not really going gangbusters either. Got on HubSpot. Struggling to come up over 200 and finally did, 207. Salesforce not coming over 200 at 163. Intuit, just very, very lightly coming back up. GoDaddy, 88.92. Adobe, where the CEO stepped down and the chief financial officer quit. So we've got a whole lot of change up going on at Adobe. In my opinion, there should be change up at all these companies. See, I forgot who their customer is. Reflecting on the gig economy stocks, blah, blah, blah. That's all they can do is reflect on it. We'll see if their stock can ever go back up again. No change in the electricity rate. We'll take a look at it real quick. Your electricity rate in the United States is going up. This is provided by the FRED, the small St. Louis Federal Reserve Bank. Federal Reserve Bank, ED, something like that. I don't know if that's what FRED stands for. But at any rate, your electricity rate is going up. Dollar versus the won, not really going anywhere. I keep on saying it's Goldman, but that's a gold ETF and a silver ETF right there that I was once invested in. Google, 347. Amazon. Again, the Magnificent Seven is not really magnificent right now. They've been losing a lot of money lately on the stock market as concerned. Apple hasn't. Look at that. Because with higher interest rates in the United States, it helps them not raise money as fast. Facebook took off, Meta, Microsoft, not really, just kind of hanging out. NVIDIA, oh, look at NVIDIA surge. Big 4% surge on NVIDIA on Friday, which led to this big surge right here for the entire week. Tesla, right there. And SpaceX. I'm not involved in any of these stocks, by the way. They're just stocks that, ooh, look at that. SpaceX got hammered Friday. They influence the stock market greatly, the stock market indices greatly. However, I'm not involved in any of those stocks to my knowledge right now. I may have a fund stock that it may be involved in, but I'm unaware of that. But at any rate, that's what we've got today. That's the weekly look ahead for this week. Lots of fun activity going on, so we might have some volatility that you might be able to profit from. In the meantime, stay tuned for more EAs coming out, because it's now that I'm working on the workflow and have a more concentrated workflow for that than maybe just throw one up right now. Just not throw one up, but put one up on the internet right now, just to see how the workflow works. I'm very excited about that. But at any rate, you guys have a great one. If you like this video, then hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see more of these videos, then subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you. And lastly, if you want to, what else? If you want to talk to me directly, hit me up in the comment section, and I'll be happy to talk with you. You guys have a great one. Talk to you later. Bye.